I'm full. I'm really full. I ate injera and I'm full. Ish. I ate injera with dorowot and ish. I'm really full. I'm even wondering how I'm going to talk because I really ate a lot of that. I hate that injera, my goodness. Play a song as we wait. I don't even know what song to play. Facebook is very unfair. 13 February, 2 days, but look, anyway, what can I do with Mark Zuckerberg? He's the owner of this thing. Let me look at this chick. Nah. 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 Anyway, so good evening. Yeah, I'm really full today. I ate a lot of injera with dorowot. Now, today is Youth Day. And, I was trying to think about, myself as a youth back then. I looked at myself as a youth back then and what is currently going on. And as I was scrolling around on Facebook, I found that voice note of Bruce complaining of how he has worked for GBM and then, now he's struggling and so on and so forth. I also know a few other young people who have been coming to me complaining about how they were promised things and those things have not come to fruition, if we could put it that way. Now, and I thought I could pick that as a message for my discussion this evening. I don't want to talk much, but I want to talk just for a few minutes, and then I'll allow you to call in. You can call in on the number that I've tagged there. You can call that number. Maybe I can call it out. I can call that number so that if you want to call after 30 minutes, you can call and express yourself. You don't need to say your name. You don't need to say your name. You don't need to tell us where you are calling from, because I don't want you to be targeted. And that's why I want the phone calls to be on WhatsApp. I don't want normal calls, because if I use normal calls, they can track that phone call. Remember, you'll be calling at a particular time, and they can simply go and check that number which you are calling and identify your number at that particular time. So I don't want to expose you. In whatever I do, I want to make sure that I protect my sources. I protect everyone. That is my principle. My principle, I would rather be the one to suffer than other people to suffer. This is why some of these things, you see me doing them alone, because I don't want other people to suffer for whatever I am doing. I don't want, already I've had people arrested, on my account, and I don't like that. I remember last time, when I was arrested, a few of my guys who were helping me, they were also rounded up. The other time I went to force headquarters with a taxi driver, and the taxi driver was rounded up. Fortunately, there hasn't been anyone who has been arrested as a result of them giving me information. because that I really protect, to my last drop of my blood. I don't want to expose my sources. So if you are telling me anything, if you are relaying any information to me, you can be rest assured that I will never expose you. So even today, even tonight, when you're calling, I don't want you to tell us your name. I don't want to tell us where you are calling from, but you can call and just express yourself. This is on WhatsApp, not on normal call. If you call normal call, you won't actually succeed because I've switched it off on normal call. I don't want normal calls. I want on WhatsApp. And basically what you are saying, you don't have to insult. You don't have to, you just have to express yourself. What is your experience? And I want to start by registering my sympathy with young people. You see, young people are highly used and abused, especially by politicians. Politicians thrive on abusing young people. A number of these guys, they talk big, but really they don't have anything other than their words. They rely on the young people. Today has been Youth Day, and political parties have been showing a number of multitudes of supporters in the streets, and most of them are young people. Both the PF and the UPND have been showing these young people running in the streets, and they are shining, like we have outnumbered them. It is a competition of outnumbering the other political party. But who are these people? It's only the young people. And here I'm not siding with any political party here. I'm not siding with PF, I'm not siding with UPND, because on both aisles, both in the PF, in the PF and the UPND, young people have been abused and they have just been dumped like that. On both sides. PF, has used some young people and left them in the court. UPND has done the same thing. But at least, but PF, whilst yes, there were some youth that were neglected, but at least some of them got something. But with UPND, it's actually worse. UPND, a number of young people have been neglected. A number of people in UPND are not getting anything. And I want to tell you, there is always this notion of saying, no, politics is a sacrifice. Hey, you are just doing this. We are doing this for the nation. Hey, if you are doing this so that you can be looked after, so that you can be given money. Hey, this is not why we are in politics. I'm telling you, those of you who talk like that, those of you who believe that useless rhetoric to say, no, I'm not in politics for money. I'm telling you, you are fools. If you believe this notion of saying, no, I'm just in politics, I'm not just for whatever. In Endamieva, I've come here several times, I've told you, politics is about benefits. Politics is about benefits. You ain't politics and you think that, no, you are just there for charity, then you don't know where you're supposed to be. If you are in politics, if you are doing politics, and you are saying, no, I'm not here to benefit anything, if you are doing politics and you are saying, politics, I'm just there just for service, and it's for service. Like Firefida and the banani aba muisha, abati ba ambassador muisha. Don't believe rhetorics coming from those kind of people. Don't believe. Muisha is not in politics. Muisha did not engage in politics for nothing. He was in the church. And if you are just offering a service, if you are really offering the service, the best place where you should be is in an NGO. It's not really for free. But the best place, at least where you can say, okay, I'm just doing a service, it's in the church. So if Muisha was in the church, Muisha fia mutwele kufialo. What took him out of the country, Muisha? Fia kuchurch. That's what took him there. When he went there, I am munecharo chawama, afishe fia buchechi, I am babu lawyer. If you have a lawyer, fia, ata wele kuno asanga tikuli ziadi, atina. aikala kuba sungu okofyanguka apoka na doctorate okofyanguka pantukulia fikwakwa kuno fyalikaba iskulu muno mu Zambia lyalikaba okuchira konse kulya iskulu muno mu Zambia. Give respect to those people who are getting educated at UNZA there. UNZA and I don't know, let me not campaign for these other schools. I'm not going to campaign for them. Me, I'm going to talk about UNZA. So if you are not from UNZA, please spare me. But I'm telling you, in a school na chindika mu Zambia, in school na chindika, university na chindika, ni UNZA. Number one, CBU, yeah, naula. It is not really the way CBU used to be. Right now, CBU is highly commercial. Is highly commercial. And I'm praying UNZA will maintain the standard. Will maintain the standard. But these other schools, especially in Gani Kunsoko, coming from outside. Some of these schools, Tuntemba. Now, the point I'm trying to say is that don't believe those people who tell you, no, politics is just for a service. Don't believe them. It's not true. Because themselves, they are actually reaping. And I've given you an example of Munsha, because Munsha started Muchechi. Muchechi, aingira kulifia buloya. Kufia buloya uko. Ale sempera chira mushiku. Ale in the country. He set up, he was doing all sorts of things so that he can be recognized. And finally, he has been given that position. And you can see how he boasts of that position where he is. Katushinga ni High Commissioner and Gani Ambassador. You can see how proud he is, how excited he is. And he wants more. Everywhere youth number, but no, it is just for service, just for service. Don't be cheated like that. Don't be cheated like that. Hey, what? Hey, Tayali, you are here so that whatever. If you are not clever in politics, they will just use you and they will dump you. They don't use me. I'm not used. So the foolish people that say, Tayali, hey, Tayali, you are being used. No ways. In politics, they can use me, I use you. That is the principle. In politics, use me, I use you. That is the nature of politics. That is the nature of politics. So don't be a fool to start running an agenda for whoever it is. And you are saying it is just a service. It is for this country. We are just doing it for this country. Oh. As far as I'm concerned, I don't do. I'm a politics at yo. It is just for a service. Yes, I love my country. And I will work. And I work for my country. But whoever is working must get paid. Whoever is working must get paid. Even the disciples of Jesus Christ, Jesus at Iwe. If we have followed you, we have left everything. What is in there? What is in it for us? The disciples asked. They asked, when you are working, you must be paid. When you are working, you must be paid. Apande me, I'm working right now. If you don't know, I'm working and I must be paid. The question is, how am I going to be paid? That is the question. How am I going to be paid? I must be paid and I'm going to be paid. Imamule Tamba, me, I'm going to be paid. Me, I make money here. I make money. I want to open your mind, you young people. I want to open your minds. That don't do just things munguru. Don't do things naively. No, don't. Set up an agenda. Know what you are doing. Know what you want. And fight for it. Don't get into something without knowing what you want to get out of it. No. Know what you want and set up an agenda. Know what you want and set up an agenda. If it is not achieved, you should even have plans. This is what I've entered into. And this is what I want out of it. If it doesn't work out, this is my plan B. You must have. You just like complaining. Hey, Vatari talk for us. Hey, Vatari talk for us. Hey, speak for us. Speak for us. Hello, am I your plan B? You voted in UPND. You voted in UPND. Eh? Before there was PF. And the PF also did not appease most of you. That's how you moved in. You voted in UPND. And UPND promised things. And some of you were excited. You're going to get this. The question that I'm asking you today, as a youth today, I'm asking you, what did you expect from UPND? When you were going out there fighting for UPND, doing whatever it is, or engaging in politics, you could have been in UPND, you could have been PF. What is your agenda today? What is your agenda? Whatever you are doing, especially if you are in politics, what is your agenda? Young people, today, I want, as you go to sleep tonight, I want you to ask yourself, what is my agenda? That is what I want. I want you to ask yourself, what is my agenda? What is my agenda? If you are in politics, what is your agenda? Even when you are in a relationship, even in relationship, because this is part of being a youth, you are in a relationship with a guy, with a girl. What is your agenda? I'm telling you, forget it. Forget it. Hey, I'm there in for love. Nonsense. What is your agenda? What is your agenda? Don't be carried away. No, I'm just there. No, me, I just love him. I just love him. I just love him. I love him. Oh, what is your agenda? What is your agenda? You are in school. What is your agenda? You are in a relationship. What is your agenda? You go to church. What is your agenda? Even going to church, there is an agenda. Me, I go to church every day in the morning. At least most of the times I go to church in the morning. I have an agenda why I go to church. I don't go to church just to go and, impress God, to say, this is Chilufya Tayali. No. I've got an agenda. When I'm going to church in the morning, when I'm waking up, I'm going to church. I have an agenda. And when I reach in church and I kneel down, I tell God my agenda. I have an agenda. I have an agenda. What is your agenda with Sega? I'm telling you, I can run you down. I have an agenda with her, and she has an agenda with me. That is life. That is life. The question is, so what is your agenda? You should know your agenda. Once you have your agenda, then set up your objectives. Set up your objectives. Set up your strategy. What is my strategy for me to go and reach there? I'm telling you, today I'm supporting Mundubire. I'm speaking publicly so. Publicly. Why am I supporting Brian Mundubire and not Emmanuel Mwamba or Mtoto Kafuaya or GBM or Kambwidi? Because my agenda is in Brian Mundubire. If I look at Brian Mundubire, I see my agenda advancing. I've got an agenda in politics. Hey, Tayali, why do you always talk about PF? Hello? I've got an agenda. I've got an agenda in politics. And I've got a strategy, and my strategy is to align myself with PF. It is not for whatever. I've got an agenda in my political life. And my agenda in my political life is not a short one, it's a long one. It's your long one. That is short-sightedness. Don't be short-sighted. I'll talk about these things. First thing is that have an agenda. And that agenda, you must have short-term agendas and long-term agendas. For me, my agenda, one day, I will be president of this country. That is one day. One day, I will be president. And this is not going to happen tomorrow. This is not going to happen in 2 years. This agenda is a 10 to 15 years agenda. 10 to 15 years agenda. Becoming president. 10 to 15 years. That's why I am president of a political party today, and I'm holding on to that party. That is my agenda. How do I reach there? How do I reach there? I recognize I don't have resources. I don't have resources. I don't have resources. And, since I don't have resources, a number of things will be difficult for me. So I align myself with PF. I align myself with PF. When I align myself with PF, I look around. There are a number of guys who want to be president in PF. I look around. Who can I partner with? Who can be a best leader in PF such that my agenda is also sustained? And that's how I've arrived at Mundubile. That's how I've arrived at Mundubile. I have an agenda. It is not about today Mundubile giving me money. It is Mundubile is part of the long time agenda that I have. Part of the long time program that I have. It's not today. Mundubile doesn't need to give me money today. I'm not even worried. Mundubile doesn't give me money today. I'm not worried. But I'm going to fight tooth and nail to make sure that Mundubile becomes president of PF. Because then my agenda is moving. So young people, have an agenda and then come up with a strategy. What is your strategy? You voted, like I'm telling you, you voted UPND. What is your agenda? What do you want out of UPND? And if that which you want from UPND is not working, what is your plan B? What are you going to do? This is very, very important. It's very, very important. And of course, these, strategies, they are short-term and long-term strategies. Short-term and long strategies. Because what I'm talking about an agenda for 15 years, 10 to 15 years. In the meantime, I need to eat. I need to survive. How am I going to survive? I must have a plan for that. And I keep moving. And I'm moving. I am moving. Where I am today is not where I was 5 years ago. It's not where I was 3 years ago. Even since the year started, I'm not the same. I am moving. Every day I am moving. And I know where I'm going. And my strategies are working. If people, you come here and you say whatever it is, you can say, me, I just laugh at you. Hey, Dad, you like to draw attention. Yes, I need the numbers. I need the numbers to come on this page. I need when I come. Look at me. Right now, look at how many people are watching. Look at it. It is part of my strategy. It is part of my agenda. Everything I do, it's part of my agenda. No, think, have an agenda, have a strategy, and work through those objectives. Have some objectives, set up objectives. That is what you need. But a lot of you young people, you don't have an agenda. That is your problem. UPND is in government today. You don't have an agenda. You are just busy on social media praising Hakainde Hichilema. How is that part of your agenda? How is it helping you? If you are going to help Hakainde Hichilema, make sure that your agenda also is moving. How can you be so foolish to be every day on social media praising Hakainde Hichilema? Hakainde Hichilema ale sunka tuma agenda twako turenda. Hakainde Hichilema agendas they are moving. Since Hakainde Hichilema came into power, how have you moved? Since Hakainde Hichilema came into power, how have you moved? You ask yourself, you don't have to respond to me. We to say, okay, yes, I'm a supporter of UPND. What have I achieved? What's my agenda? What's my agenda? And if it is not working, what is your plan B? Young people, I'm telling you, don't be cheated with those useless speeches. I don't bother go to those speeches myself. And ever since I've been young, I don't go to those nonsense gatherings. For what? To go and listen to those speeches. Some of you went marching. You have come back. What have you gotten? They couldn't even feed you. They couldn't even, those at Shan youth conference. Total nonsense. How many times have you been attending that youth conference? What have come out of that youth conference? For you, your agenda, just to get on a bus, to go and be in the youth conference, and to take pictures with Hakainde Hichilema that you have achieved. Nonsense, for what? Hakainde Hichilema is moving his agenda. When he's taking those pictures, he's showing that no, he has got support. But what about you people who is using as tools to show that he has got support? What are you getting? What are you getting? You get excited getting pictures with Hakainde Hichilema, getting pictures with Hakainde Hichilema. At the end of the day, Hakainde Hichilema is benefiting because he's showing to those people who are sponsoring him, who are supporting him, that he has got support by showing these pictures with you. But you, who is being used as a monument to show that he has got support, as a tool that he has got support, what are you getting? What do you get when you take those pictures with Hakainde Hichilema? What do you get at the end of the day? What do you get? Just throwing them on social media so that people can see that you are with Hakainde Hichilema. And it ends there. Do you really think about this? You take pictures with some of these leaders. You take pictures and you show them on social media. At the end of the day, when you go home, what do you benefit? What do you get benefit? You are being used. You are being used, and you are being used not only by UPND but also by PF. You must set your agendas and say, this is what I want. And if it doesn't happen, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Right now, you have been busy talking about listy, let's let this come out. It is because even young people, you don't threaten this government. Young people of this country don't threaten the people in power. They don't. And that's why Balufuma, he can sit comfortably, drinking his coffee, drinking his whiskey, without a list. Because, I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Nothing. Young people of Zambia, it's okay. Look at how other youths in other countries behave. They don't allow nonsense from elected leaders. They don't. But you allow it. That's why they take you for granted. Imagine how many applied. Is it 250,000? 250,000, that is a lot. Those are a lot of young people, which a government should not be messing around with. 250, you are a lot. Not to move Balufuma. You are a lot not to move Balufuma. Balufuma should fear 250,000 young people. He should not be able to sleep knowing he has got 250,000 young people waiting for a list. He would not be sleeping. But he's sleeping because you young people of this country, you are docile, you are used to be used. You are okay to be used. And you are there celebrating. And you are there, on social media. Badi is just okay. Badi is just okay. Badi is in there as president for you, not for himself, not to be cutting deals. I feel I'm mine and whatever. He's there for you. He should respect you. He's there in the copper belt. You young people, my Wakara Peter, you'll be there. Forward. They are even gathering you. They bring you in a place. And you are there cheering Hakainde Hichilema. Cheering him for what? Cheering him for what? You are being cheated at Valampera 200 kwacha. What is 200 kwacha? Why don't you go to where Hakainde Hichilema is and chant, we want jobs, we want jobs, we want jobs? Why don't you do that? There is no crime in doing that, I'm telling you. There is no crime when Hakainde Hichilema is coming. He alights out of a plane and you are there, they have bust you. You start chanting, we want jobs, we want jobs. Hakainde Hichilema will think twice. Hakainde Hichilema will think twice. He's there in the copper belt. Mukopa belt, Murechula, you are suffering there. You are suffering. And tomorrow you will be there, Hakainde Hichilema. You will be there clapping for him. Fuel is 29 kwacha. Transport is expensive. A lot of things are expensive. You can't afford schools. You can't afford your own life. You can't afford. Mulafila no ukushita no tureza tuakuvela. Ukwewati muive. utuleza mulafiro kushita. But mwamona leader is a politician, is a mwaima, mwala changwa. Hey, it doesn't matter who it is. I don't care. I don't care. The point is, you need to stamp out your voice. You need to be felt the way politicians, applaud you when you vote for them. Your vote make them to be who they are. President Hakainde Hichilema today is who he is. He removed Edgar Lungu out of State House because of your vote. Because of your vote. And now Hakainde Hichilema is in power. Why don't you hold him accountable for the things that he promised you? Why don't you hold him accountable? Why don't you demand the things that he promised? Why are you allowing Hakainde Hichilema and his government to get away with lies? You are being used. That is the point. That's what I'm telling you. Don't allow yourself to be used. Don't come to social media to be bootlicking politicians. At the end of the day, then you are crying. Hakainde Hichilema is far much better, is 10 times better before he became president. Now he's president, he is far much better. Imwe, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? You are allowing yourself to be used. Me, I'm talking for you. I'm talking to this minister. Release the list, release the list. I am not part of those people who have applied. Neither any of my relatives. My children have not applied for those jobs. No. I'm crying for you. But you yourselves, you are sitting back there. 250,000 young people. Part of them, na kukopa belt yuko. Muliave ngu kopa belt. Hakainde Hichilema will be moving around. And you'll be there in the street. Tell him as he's passing, don't throw a stone at his car. But as he's passing, shout, we want the list. We want the list. Shout. Let Hakainde Hichilema hear. You are not going to be arrested. You are not going to be beaten. Start chanting. Another one will pick. Join in. Let the president hear your voice. He's there for 5 days. Show him that you are not happy. Show him, tell him that fuel ya dula, fuel ya dula, fuel ya chilamo mutengo, fiachilamo mutengo, fiachilamo mutengo, fiachilamo mutengo. Let him hear. Let him hear. Tell him there, fiachilamo mutengo, fiachilamo mutengo. Let him hear. He's there for 5 days. Don't allow him to walk around and cheat you more. Don't allow. Hakainde Hichilema is there. He's going to cheat you. That he's going to empower you through CDF. CDF, yeah, last year. Where did it go? Who did it empower? CDF, yeah, this year is supposed to take you to school. Who has gotten paid? Who has gotten the money from the CDF to go to school? CDF, who is getting money out of that? What is that? There is nothing. Oh, free education, what? Come on. There is no free education without proper quality. It is not just a matter of class wafuma. No, you must get a good education. Schools are not getting grants. Don't sit back and allow politicians to cheat you. Don't. And that's what I'm telling you, young people. Don't allow these politicians. You removed PF. There is UPND now. What is your agenda? What is your agenda? How are you suffering? Express yourself. Don't allow politicians to take advantage of you. Don't allow politicians to take advantage of you. Don't allow them. I can see if people are calling. Let me start taking the calls. Let me start taking the calls. Hello? Let me put that properly. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, you're talking to JL.
JL, what is your agenda as a youth? What is your agenda?
Zetalemo indira list sito kapa ponze shuwa ya bwanje nanga. Hello.
Tia uka.
List timwendira list siza vistika pasa poa ma commenti siza vistika siza vistika anoni sewambi list talema kungo indira list eve talema kaya pa ndani kaya siza mshemuncha kana kabatuza katizive vistika kaidi katizive so isensambili mayuti kai so tindire se list sifuna tuze vistika siza vistika siza vistika boti meko maluma enango ajawa fakapo bantu wotu wasafakapo bana ba banalemba ma 20 chanu titizi batu zevazona fati zevazona sabatuze batuze bazona vendika bangani mongasi DF indene ngabombe ko muntu aliyenze muntu kusako zanga tata ko kanya CDF ngaibombera hapo ninawanzanga ambiroti so wenda na ku class oti navuta ku class but wala kulibe aliyenze bakansela kulibe oti mfunze cha kulibe bibonze kaidi bavuti pressure itina futhi sema youth muno mzambe pressure people nyakutati bayuthi ambiti ingala chabe tingomvelela lapha mamide so chabe but affect kaidi samayona we yeve yavuta yakanga ukangira tu yeve
Thank you
mayuthi kwenda kapango machinga ko makani maonera chabe otherwise kaenda kachokamo pangono kaenda kachokamo pangono chabe.
Thank you Hello. Yes, please.
Hello?
I'm quiet. I can hear you. We can hear you. Can you go ahead? What is your contribution?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Contribution ya Chilufya Tayali.
Mleposa ishtaka ilandeni na imwe.
Okay. Tuepa tu nipishe confess.
Money. So Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Yes, please. I would actually like to comment on the most recent whatsoever youth endeavor. It's a joke, okay? Because personally, me, I'm found on social media almost from morning till sunset until I go to sleep. But I never heard of it as preparation or whatsoever. They just invited the elite, those they call the elite, youths. So how do you want to develop this country when you're sidelining the major youths, okay, whose lives are supposed to change? Okay, so for me, it's a joke in totality. It is a joke in totality, and I expect better from His Excellency the President Hakainde Hichilema. So I think it's something that we need to look at.
Those of you who are asking, Tieni. Emkwa yakulandeni. Yakulandeni.
Emkwa. Natituilisha nyeko ifwe kuteke shubaba muninefo. Nalawa pia fast. Istichisho cho ile kokwera. Ifyo zefirera ngisho ati ni corruption. Because ngatabuli corruption, this tiri nefe bale mbere no kufumanga yadifumero batwiminika. Tuambokula lolero kwe bati tuka ku training part time yaso but as long as twaishi so that baraba shilipo ngata tulipo twafaya ma plan B and then manje tatukwete plan B because uli omuntu awo abantu ababombera kwabo balikalirapo pali fefinto balesokota babululu babo ebo bagese bikapo but fwe bachita applying fwebo so number 2 iyi system eyo batemwa ba president yako bati nga balufyanye efintu n'abafirufyanye n'abafikasa ero babutukira nombakopa belt kuli balabana bali ku university o trade o balelipirira abafyashwa nesu balelipire mpia and then bene abo bale mwana kwati namba balaye bavota febeka awo bakopa belt kulya balasekesho tuba no tu apa maskulu pundeni bali bafuresho tuma miwa allowances but abafyashwa abo abafumye urupio rwalengoko ati babe college kulya bale chula ifintu n'abanyantire ifintu fyonse ama maini n'abeka tabaka n'abasamba ore charo chonse bale namanankane na ama tax holiday bapangirayo bale bule fyuma bale tora kuba sungu kuko bale amkwakani defo chifile chaba ngindungurushi file festi yabali rapo
lekeni mule ndesha ko tuma nanikane so that nabambi ama benge bale tuma so please be brief yes go ahead.
Good evening. This is a very nice program you've brought in, actually, where you've told the young people the truth. What's really happened with the government is they're not being frank. They are not, them on their own are the ones who advertised that those jobs in the first place. We didn't actually push them to advertise those jobs. It's them. And then they kept on giving us dates over and over, exciting our feelings for nothing. We are not very active. I personally am not impressed. This one, I'm not really impressed. Thank you.
Thank you. Exciting our feelings. You have said a very nice point there. Exciting our feelings. I mean, it is very true. You know, when you tell people, when you promise people, you excite them. They start expecting. But government, you should know this. When you tell people, you excite them. They start waiting anxiously. They are anxious. They are waiting for that list. You are enjoying yourself. You are having a good life. You have no anxiety. But young people out there, they are anxious. Hakainde Hichilema, you are going in the copper belt and you are hiring people. Your people are hiring others. People are being hired, being bussed, being brought to wherever you are having a meeting. They are paid people. Even those people that you were excited with, Copper Belt University, those were hired people. We were told that those young people were paid 400 kwacha. It was a hard crowd. And this is what one of them is talking about. Whereby you go and hire people to show that everything is okay. See, everything is not okay. I mean, what is good? I keep running through issues which are not okay. I keep running through issues to say the cost of living is high. I keep telling you. No, it's not this line. You're not on my call. I keep telling you the cost of living is high. I tell you there are no opportunities. I tell you people are not being paid for money that they have worked for. Others are not being given contracts in these quasi government whatever. They are not being given anything. Kuna nkane kuzede zafu ama suppliers bali bajuba. There are people who are corruptly getting contracts. Others abale twala ko tu Chilema to rice, they are not taking anything. You have cut them. Kuzesko, people are not being given contracts. Surely this is not the way you should run a government. And this is not right, and this is not insulting you. It is telling you the fact which is obtaining on the ground. You cannot run a country like this and expect people to be happy. And when you pay people, you give them 50 kwacha, you give them 100 kwacha. They come to the roads and get excited, and you think that you are running a country. You are not. But you can't do that. People were paid. We know very well people were paid. I'm a 400 kwacha. And that's why they were getting excited there. Yes, please.
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yes. Yes, just say letting you know that I'm following the discussion and I think I would like to be a vice president.
You'd like to be a vice president. Because you must be very tough to be a vice president of Economic and Equity Party. Tayali kalamu EP. Hello? 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 I can hear you can speak. Go ahead. So, I mean, when you call in, go ahead and just start talking. When I pick your call, just go ahead and start talking. Just go ahead and start talking. We are not having a conversation. You are just expressing yourself. And those who are asking for the number, those of you asking for the number I'm using on WhatsApp only, it's 0763 302207. It is an MTN line. May I use MTN? That is my best company. 0763 302207. That is the number that I'm using. You just have to use WhatsApp, not direct call. I'm not taking, only WhatsApp. And when you call in, just go ahead and start talking. Exactly, Alice Lungu, you have gotten it. 0763 302207. My issue tonight, it's Youth Day, and I'm asking the young people, what is your agenda? What is your agenda? How is this government helping you to achieve that agenda? If that agenda is not reaching, is not being fulfilled, is not being achieved, what is your alternative plan? Don't listen to politicians who are telling you, no, it is for service. A lot of you sacrificed your lives. You sacrificed your businesses to put UPND in power. What have you gotten out of it? What have you gotten out of it? Yes, go ahead.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Okay, fine, thanks. This is Fabian calling from Lusaka.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a PF member. Hello?
Yes. We can hear you. The people can hear you. Just go ahead. Talk.
Okay, yes. I think it's high time we should talk about the issues that are affecting us, more especially in the governing. If we need to have a good leadership, we need to speak out, not just listening from the background, waiting for others to talk in our behalf. I think it's high time things are not okay. When I look at today's youth, rallies both from different processes, it really gives us a very big work to work on the how we can address these issues. Okay. So
thank you.
My advice to the youth.
Hello?
Mr. President, we are following your program.
You are following the program. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Things are bad. Keep on pushing for the youths. And moreover, today is a youth day. Keep on pushing for them.
Thank you.
Their MPs their youths are suffering in the convoy. Keep on pushing, your President. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Yes.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Programu mwalanda yisuma sana kabiri yala kwata okusambirisha kwa abantu kumwana pa mafia tulepitamo. I think chonala bali rapo kulanda chakweba ati fwena Zambia misepela ngefe mulandire tatwa kwata menso ya kumwana no kurushikanya pa fintu ifile tuchita affect. Ichakubalira po mwana ati chalo chesu na chiba politically charged.
Ero kwala abokulanda ma issue mwana sangu kweba chwa pressing abalaisa bese mukuleshita shoot down ifintu fya mano fya goba chinga walanda po vena balaisa no bali atechita fya gwe no mwalolesha ifintu fireshitike fini.
Let's go.
Hello.
Yes.
By the way, program, it's a good thing that you've started doing. This is a call from diaspora.
Okay, that's very good.
Even therefore kulanda ko pali youth day alelo lelo agenda ya chibokwebati ni transformation of mind for sustainable development no mamungu chimona kwesu being the agenda ya lelo wachimona kwebati kwachiba abafumine pabuteko abachifuma bengisana imisepera shachifuma ero twachisa mono kwebati for a country that's got an agenda kwebati ni transforming minds for sustainable development twasasango kwebati tapali oko tulero because if into fimo for twale mona muteko bwafumineko if yachiratika. I'm talking of political violence.
Yes.
Lelo kwachwani youth day, and today we've seen a lot of PF now kuri ba UPND because they were outshined. Then another thing, how can you stop amisepela ukuingira no celebrate a day yabo chifuko kwebati imona mucheperwa. So we are seeing that these things that are happening, but pressing, they keep on saying, oh yes, but that's the reason why Baba voted out. We need to move away from political violence. So it's such a shame, instead of people celebrating Youth Day, anyway, it's a good program.
Yes. Go ahead. Yes. Network ile putuka hapo. Ile putuka. Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, ilende for kudanda la fe pali business boss business na ikosa sana. Yeah, so manje fweba wa business wafya so apo bunga na kufika 190 again very short tribunal reaching at 200 kwacha. Then mo praise singa mwe baleta shape fili chonse. Please. Moreno formuleta shokweba umuntu na afiso benkanye pintu na firubana. So isentubuke fwebe na zambia. Ba youth mwana mutretere pintu na fishupa. So 2026 afuire fyaya gwelele mufi. Otherwise pintu na fipena.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, please. We can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. This is Chanda calling from Germany, and I just want to say that it was not a mistake to vote VHH, but this was the way to test that VHH can work. I am very disappointed because there is no way VHH can put our foreigners first when us Zambians in abroad we cannot get proper jobs. And I'm very, very disappointed. But it's okay because we know what to do next.
But
it should not sell our minerals. It should not sell our minerals and our country. We are watching him. Everything what he's doing is a disgrace. It's a disgrace to Africa, particularly in Zambia, and we are very, very disappointed.
Thank you very much. That is from the diaspora, Germany. Let's pick another one. Yes, please go ahead. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Thank you.
Yes.
I call from the diaspora.
Oh, from the diaspora also. Diaspora is doing well.
My concern is
yes.
The UPND government. They are
I think they are looking at the people who are doing fine and forgetting the people who are poor. So, like the youth in Daba we had, we didn't see any common person from the a background that's humble. So what it means is they are not helping at all. On the issue of cadarism, they've done well. But the economy and the standard of living, the cost of living, everything is very high. Thank you.
Thank you. Others are calling. They are calling video calls. I don't want to see you. Yeah, shiny. Not a video call. Not video calls. Just normal calls. Just normal calls, please. How come people are calling video calls? You want to be seen? You want me to put you there? This one is calling video call. How come people are calling video calls? You want to be seen? I need to put you there.
I don't know.
Yes, go ahead. Tato Taylor.
Nomba tayari na chache tekela wa president ndimo watu waisa kopa belt wala na kunta ni kuma mainyo no ingira mona main wachache tekela wa president wala ingira mu pani mu kesi mu no ingira mu this wala ndiko na washimain wala ndi file chitika wachita show washimain file chitika, which is very very important.
Thank you.
Okay, watani.
Na totela. So mwamfa mwebalera ninga agenda yaba mwebale chita handover HH. People want HH to go to the mines and talk to the miners. Please go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, please go ahead.
Ngine Bosondash Joseph kufuna kukitwe. Inende fo kuranda kofe paliva mdara wa HH ukweva ti vale kosesha wa UPND nchito pantu vena na vasekera mo kweva na vateka ero na va chitafo fiu go yavo so vale kosesha ni vale vambia vakwata vision muchipani cha UPND cha kweva vakese teka pona vafuti pantu ifture pitamo especially muno mkopa beoti tapari vingasuminisha na futi va UPND kupita especially kufuti kusepera pani tapari chintu cha kusontapo ese vatu chitapa Black Mountain ya pani disaster eka va mdala va HH vale kozesha va UPND nchito vale kozesha CDF vaitwe vatu vaitupera youth empowerment mu CDF shaishiva kuichitikiranga ni kuisa na avali yesho shine mpia ngashira.
I've picked that call. That call is basically talking about, Black Mountain. They're not doing well. And he has also complained about CDF. Please go ahead. 1 minute, one minute.
Okay, thank you, President. Are you getting me?
Yes, very clear.
Okay, actually, I also want to make, I'm calling from Copper Belt. I want to talk about, the president today was on Copper Belt.
Yes.
And when I was watching main news, 19 hours news, I heard the president addressing the youth at the Davis Stadium there, that the issues to do with Black Mountain are going to be sorted out. And I was wondering by President Tayali, most I moved from where I am passing through to Kitwe, going to somewhere. The mountain has been hidden. What I mean is minerals that have been, that were there, because these people were allowed to be mining and almost all the minerals that remain there are finished. Now, what was the president thinking about when he said they are going to rectify on the issues so that people can start mining on the Black Mountain? Already the minerals are done, they are gone, they have been mined. So what are they going to work on, which they are going to give the youth to start mining again? There's nothing at the moment that side. So most of the things that are coming, trying to come here on Copper Belt and talk about one or two things in terms of mining, job creation, I think they are not working. because the president even the other month was here, but nothing tangible came out. Again, this month it has come to Copperbelt, nothing tangible has come out. So there's nothing which they are doing now. There's nothing that has been done. So, okay, and the other issue is the issue of cadarism. I don't know if it is among those that you have highlighted, because I was just from attending Youth Day today. I took my students some lecture somewhere. So the other issue is the cadarism. I'm telling you today, where I attended, where we took our students for our Youth Day celebration, there was catastrophe, I'm telling you. There were stones, there were bottles, people were fighting, more especially those that had put on a PF regalia. They were beaten and rushing to the police officers, and in turn, the police officers were beaten up. So that is simply showing that there's nothing that has changed to the government that was there, because this is the government which came to say they are going to condone cadarism, and no one will be allowed to do those things that used to happen. But
thank you. Please, I get your point. Be brief. Yes, please. I've got a lot of people calling, so be brief, please.
ndamikonga ine ndanyumva zvose chomulani ndanomba ndemiromba kufekwe vatimimine pachinga ichi chipani chavapo uteko hwavapo ndefa mulande kwezvindofo vavomba mutashe kwezvindofo vavomba so that mwiraranda pazvindofo va echo va
landa twebe umfa mune ngachakati platform when efo vavomba. If you have seen something that they have worked, don't ask me to say it. You tell me so that I can also learn from you. Tell us, what have UPND, what have they done? Tell us.
Narimona varipira kwavantu avamadamenti narimona kutiko free education narimona kutiko na order tavare nyuma kutiko adipo kuna mwini vari nyini navaiti ndombi sana apanomba mulala ndecho mulepo aya tapaino ingesa mboku mizinda.
So listen, my young man, I like what you are saying. You are saying you are saying that they have paid retirees. I want to tell you that retirees, as we are talking, they are retirees who are camped at the cabinet office right now. Balala panse mwaicho wandi. Tawawali pira. There are a number of police officers. There are a number of defense, ZAF, Abadima camps. They have not been paid. They have not been paid their repatriation. They have not been paid a number of things. So there are a number of people that have not been paid. Urelanda Tiondalanda. Inebali njikata for 8 times. 8 times. Muliba UPN, Muliba PF, bali mu leadership for 10 years. I was only arrested 3 times. In this government, within 1 year, 6 months, I've been arrested 8 times. Sorry? Abangumina ni bana, very good. Listen, young man. Abangumina ni ba UPND, by the way. Abangumine yanama picture mumona ni ba UPND ebangumine na ba HHO badi na ba GBM ebadi wa vice president at that time. So your points are not standing. Ebangumine na ba HHO badi na ba GBM ebadi wa vice president at that time. So yes.
Hello, Chungula Mkwai.
Mkwai Martin, like Kutimo Alanda Mkwai.
Mkwai, inenti mfiashi. Depa, fyo kutase, program mule tele. Neshimi sepele fimashita encourage kweba ati. Shire kwata agenda. Because ukula chita support ba politician, ukwa gulo kwata agenda. It's very wrong for them. They need to heed to that advice. Because these politicians, they don't fight to get to power just to save them. There is a benefit for them. So they need to wake up, these young people, and have what it is that they want, set their goals, realize their power, and wake up and be able to demand for what they need. These people that they employ to do for them. So in Ngom Fiashi, because now I'm suffering because of the youth who voted for a wrong person. Natasha Mkwai.
Yes, please. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, what I?
Mkwa.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, Mr. Tayali.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, Tayali.
Yes, go ahead. We are hearing you. Just go ahead. When I pick, just go and start talking.
Hii program nayo amasana, Mr. President. Nayo amasana. Ababa UPND n'abafirwa. N'abafirwa baba n'abafikasa. Tapali nesuweme. Kukopa bot kuno kwa abafie nsala feka ekafe yabako.
Atotela. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Please go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, this is Mary from Chongwe. Okay, so I'm following your program on Facebook concerning the youth being instrument in political parties. For me, my contribution to what I can say is let's shy away the issue of national events to come in as a political party or as a word, but just to come in as one. For example, today we are at National Youth Day. It doesn't matter whether you're PNG or PF or whatever, but for me, I feel like it's about time this event should be event for unity. Should also be event where young people who are doing progressive things, initiative things, to showcase their talent, their skills on this national event. For me, when you look at the crowd that comes to this national event, you find there are different people who can be your potential sponsor, who can be your potential donor in your project, who can be a potential buyer of your of the products you are selling. As youth, they can come up in big numbers just to come and fight. Why can't they come up in big numbers with different initiatives, with different ideas? If the youth who are into projects, why can't they bring their project on the table? There's a time where the guest of honor will pass through those desks to see what the youth have brought in. But to my surprise, you find that most of the youth, none of them could bring such an initiative in the national event. But they're just quick to be used as political tools.
Yes.
Yes, as political tools.
Thank you very much. I think you have brought a very good point there, that we depoliticize these national events because they are being overshadowed by these political activities. It now becomes a political competitive day. I think you have a point there. We have a point. There are a number of people that come up, but they are overshadowed by political activities. Thank you very much. Let me pick another call. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yes, Mr.
Yes, please.
Yeah, calling you from Kitwe, the battleground for UPND and PF. Yeah. What we have observed is that what PF did, and it's the same thing that these guys are doing. Rejecting those who wanted to attend, they are all youths, you see? And they are only concerned to those who have made it, not to those who want to make it in life. That's this government is doing. So let's make it so next time so that we choose leaders who have the heart of the poor people, not the leaders who have the heart of rich people and foreigners.
Thank you.
Let's concentrate on our own fellow Zambians, fellow citizens.
Thank you. That is a very good point. He's talking about considering the poor, not just looking at the rich. This government is the government for the rich. Poor people have no space. Go ahead. Talk, you can go ahead.
Hello, Mr. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, so thank you for this program. As youth, we are very happy. This is JM calling from within Lusaka. Bantu bale chula kopa belt boss. According to my businesses now, there's no money in circulation. People are suffering. So we keep talking for us, boss. Boss.
Very good. Thank you. Yes, please.
Mr. Chilufya Tayali.
Yes, sir.
Wakateka.
Mkwai.
Hello, Wakateka.
Mkwai. You can go ahead.
Yes, Wakateka. This is Philip calling you from South Africa.
Okay.
Yes, in Wakateka, and if disappointed in our president Wesu, but to be part in economist, can't never pilot. Then I'm arrest we are not happy as our youth. We are not happy as our youth. So if opposition vacate abaletanda ula pafintu pali road yeswi and so tatuli happy wakateke echo chena so twachirabo kwishiba echo babekatile mulandunshi because they have got their right to complain. Okay. Promise mu campaign.
Okay, thank you. Hello. I will talk about that at the end. I will give you an update on the road. Please go ahead. Hello, go ahead. Hello. I'm going to pick another one. Hello.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
This is Sapalo Arnold calling from Copper Belt in Dollar.
Yes, please. Copper Belt. Sir.
Copper Belt in Dollar, sir.
Okay.
Sir, do you know that the only thing which is very much important in human's life is peace?
Okay. Not only peace, even eating. Actually, eating comes first. You can't sleep if you haven't eaten. So me, I don't subscribe to those who say, peace is important. No, if you haven't eaten, you cannot have peace. So go ahead, talk.
Don't interrupt me, sir.
It's my program, Chirishani.
Okay, sorry then. Sir, we suffered a lot by the time PF government was in power. So I think it is high time for us, Zambian citizens, to congratulate or rather to thank the UP and the government for the greatest thing which they've done to bring peace in our country.
Okay.
So the program which you've just decided to bring, quite all right, is fine, but those people who are trying to criticize or rather to underrate the government for the day, I think they're not doing the right thing. Let's try to.
Okay. Sir? Let's interact a little bit, my brother. Let's interact objectively. You are saying this government has brought peace.
Sure.
Yeah? This government has brought peace. And I'm saying if a person has not eaten, it actually brings a problem. Actually, President Hakainde Hichilema himself, at one point when he had a press conference, he said hunger brings anger. President Hakainde Hichilema, he said hunger brings anger. Meaning if a person has not eaten, if a person doesn't have food, that person will not be able to sleep. This person will go out to steal. This person will go out to fight so that he can eat. So this government has increased the cost of living. Don't you think they are not doing well?
But the government for the day just came into power recently.
1 year, 6 months.
Come again?
1 year, 6 months.
but it is not enough for them. Can't you think, they still have enough time, to work in some of these mistakes, which you can able to see, because the country is big. You can't expect the government to work at each and every mistake which expects to be stabilized at the same time.
Anyway, you have your views and I respect your views. Thank you very much. Yes, please. Yes, please.
Hello, Chilufya Tayali.
Mkwai. Mkwai.
Yeah. Mkwai. Nekotulipe wino kuna. Tia mala nje pamundu vile kwena kuchila kalapu. Nani kaniva neighbors za nani kanyavu. Basamba. Bali abantu babiri abamkwai kumwa bakisha ko kuti bakasali ho bamu bakutira compensation bana ende
Natotera. Yes, please. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hello?
Yes, please.
Okay, amashina yanzine wa Max Mutale. Ndetu mina kundora. Wakateka tuwatotera pali program muretereko. Pantu ile afu abantu abengi sana muri sana ife tule mwana mwefitunturu. Rero ndefo kurandako upali ubuteko. Ubuteko twete na burete nsale chibi sana. Especially mundora tamuri mpia tamuri nanguchimu. Such that abayusi abengi tapali fuba kwete fubarechita. Inchito bakwete fekura no afyo bwaro na bweno bwaro efiro kwanisha because zimpia tabakwete. Na totera mkwai.
Chisma mkwai na totera. Please go ahead.
Yes. This is a failed government. This is a failed government. West government, high cost of living. Tribalism was not stopped. They are sharing wealth in the family circles. Regionalism is there. Killing Zambian businessmen by not honoring them or giving them contracts and not paying those who did the work. Expensive transport, minimum, everything is hard. Capitalism is not gone. We are going nowhere. This government has to be changed. Otherwise, we are going to die. Thank you, sir. We love you.
Thank you. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much. How are you, President?
Me, I'm good. Thank you.
This is Livingstone, Uncle D.
Very good, Uncle D. Chen, let's go. Tell us.
Yeah, this is a government of disaster. There is nothing moving apart from vengeance. That is my comment.
Thank you. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, Mr. President, how are you?
Good.
Okay, enjoying your program.
Thank you.
Yes, I want to say one or two things, Mr. President. I'm following you very well. During PF rain, you know that people never used to walk free in the streets of Lusaka because of cadres. And HH has done away with that.
Are you sure? My brother, just a bit. That's why we're having this program, so that we can interact. Are you sure people are walking freely? Haven't you heard how people were battered today in the Copper Belt and in Kasama? And haven't you heard also in news in previous days where a number of people were being attacked? A number of people have been attacked on the streets. Do you know that in the markets right now, Muma markets, there are cadres who are collecting money. Minibus drivers are being beaten by cadres. They are surcharging them. They are asking money from them.
I'm coming to that, Mr. Tayali.
Okay.
Yes, of course, you have got those vital points. Now, what I'm saying is this: during the PM plane, these things. Yes, what you're saying is true.
Yeah, but I've lost that guy. Sorry. Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, so personally, I think the problem is not the government. The problem is us, the young people, because we keep on bringing trash after trash each and every election we have. I think this calls for us to really be very careful and rescue our country, because these hijackers have hijacked this country. Even up to now, these are the same hijackers who are there, even though they are calling others hijackers.
They're pretty much the same mind.
They are the same. It's the same trash. There's no change. There's nothing there. I think it calls us young people who are patriotic to this country to stand up and save our motherland. Otherwise, we are going to be in a place where we no longer have a country at some point. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello? So I think that the last caller is making a point there. He's saying, I mean, it's also ourselves. I mean, the people that we vote for. Yes, go ahead. Hello, go ahead. You can go ahead. Oh, Lord. Hello?
Yama.
Emkwai.
Awe, inene John Mavana baku Italy, nebo president wa Zambians in Italy Association. Therefore, I feel kumeba coach mo.
Emkwai.
Nati, arififi achitika, no mbani patriotism in the back, the patriotic front. So, iya wakwati ni punishment kuri ba PF. Uchipende for kumeba chako, but when you talk about the president, for the sake of the presidents, please, mure bapera kofi omuchinshi ilepa no.
Inanda bapera omuchinshi njebeniko, like in which way I didn't give him respect? Tell me.
Firanga mlelandati. Inenda mixta support, but firanga mlelandati imwe ba HH. Imwe ba aga inde Hichilema. Yeah, you know.
Dictionary that is not insult. That is okay. That is okay. That is really okay. Hello? I mean, that's okay. It's not an insult.
Hello?
No. Yes, please go ahead.
Good evening, Mr. President.
Go ahead.
Good evening, Mr. President. This is Paul calling from Ndola. One thing that I've noticed about the UPND is you know, the issue of the Black Mountain. It's not about the youth. It's about the top leadership, because you know these people, they are rich now from nowhere. You would find the senior party leaders of UPND. I don't know if you know of a place called Longhorn. All that province minister Wali State, he's bought 2 more houses, Makan Senshu, and you know it's something whereby when you sit down and analyze, you'll be able to tell to say, but what's going on with our country? People are over millionaires, and they are saying they are not stealing. You get the point. They've brought youth from as far as Choma to come and benefit from the Black Mountain. But I'll give you an example. If you go to Luapula right now, you cannot even come back. You die about paying because people from Choma, they've got.
Hello? Yes, go ahead. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Contributions, I just want to say that as much as you building, there are little this that has done, and at least you have to appreciate it. Even you, when you become a president, you find to say that you have challenges of which other people will be criticizing. Well, there are other things that you are doing better. The little thing that she's doing, you should appreciate that to be telling them at least so as people are aware. And even you, when you become in power, or not to say, you used to pray other things that the other party was with you to be the same.
I hear you, my sister. You are trying to say we should recognize the positive things that you have done. But unfortunately, for me, I'm not seeing them. So if you see them, you should be able to point at them to say, okay, this is the positive thing that he has done. For me, I'm not seeing it. And that's why I speak from my experience anyway. Please go ahead.
Yes, these people are saying cadres are done UPND, Babufi, calling from Lusaka. I was town around 18 hours. The way cadres were in town rushing after buses, Rama buses at Sangomu Street, you wouldn't like it. People are not free walking. There's a certain compound in between, in gardens. Yes, there's a compound in between garden and I can't really remember the name. But people, as it is now, you can't walk freely with your phone. If you're walking, you're talking on the phone, somebody will just grab your phone and they disappear from nowhere. So now, why are people saying in PF it was worse than the way it is now? People are at free because there are certain places you can't go with your phone. You have to leave your phone behind. Let's agree. In as much as we are praise singers, let's give praise where it is due. But when it is not due, let's not just give praise anyhow.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And this is to those who are saying, no, there is peace. There is peace. It's difficult to have peace when people are hungry. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For me, I only wanted to add on where we want to for information for me. Then what they support to take wow. For you think that to pose kwa mano ukuirishanya pa fitu for bale dawa they support abakashara pofi.
You are right. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, dumpena do the fuel. The cost of fuel is too much. Set quite diesel. And you know the funny thing is they put diesel higher than petrol, but diesel economy, economy, diesel every good everything that is coming in here in Zambia, even petrol itself comes using diesel. Diesel. So diesel, otherwise, that's the whole fuel situation. But people have more transport business.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
Mkwai, Mr. Tayali. Chungulopo Mkwai wa president.
Chungulopo Mkwai.
Mkwai.
Nabalande Mkwai.
Nikuisoko Mkwai.
Nabalande Mkwai. Nabalande.
Okay. Mkwai. Ine concern yandi. Fue bantu fue baleisa pa. Fue bantu fue bali pa media. Tule making sure kweba tuleba abantu ifshinga. Tule making sure kwa tuleba abantu ifshinga ukulingana nefintu ifle moneka pa ground. Ifo fwe balenda pa ground na tumone fintu ifingi ukuchira bali abantu abalenda pa mulu. Hello?
Mkwai.
Life iyo tufikirepo inoshita abantu amachitota bakwete muchalo muri nsala ero nshishi benga chakwe bati tulerande fintu ifire yafwe chalo ero abantu baleka bilafyo kulafu ayo kuchita praise fintu ifishire chitika pa ground fino ndera ndande chetekera bakateka amashiwaya bale yomfwa abantu muchalo n'abachula tabakwete ndalama tabakwete amachito nokuchilisha amayutsi bali vote in a big number kukopa beoti eko nafuma
abantu tapalichira ekitika mu maini ino chitatulelanda kuli nsale ikalambe yakola ati abantu tikatuishina fye mwingalo ndolola so na ifo fwe baleisa pakuisa mukulandira ubuteko tufire tuwalolesha bushaine ngandeli yanishibambi na abalya bushaine ngandela ala apasuma nishina bambi balela ala apasuma. The thing is inchitosho bala ili abantu tabachitako fye chintu nangu chimo bafirwa kukula nangu feni toilet ya maka
Natotramai. Please go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, please go ahead.
Therefore, kweba kwama youth yaba mu Zambia first. Tufire tushibuke. Because our politicians abesa mu power. They don't care about people. You know? And ngatuambo kula chitarisai kwa ma politicians bamubene. We should try new people. Let's try new people. These politicians have some power. They're after themselves. They want to enrich themselves.
Thank you.
So
Thank you. We shouldn't recycle politicians. Thank you. Yes, go ahead.
Hello, President. I'm calling from Luansha.
Yes. Yeah. Kuchiwodia.
Yes. Awe finta kuchiwodia kunye soko. Awe finta filibu no uteko ufile to alanda po. Fia babale kanyo kulanda po. Nishtaba ishibe fio uteko ufile wateka wani. So suppose our president wali mkopa belt. Ukusasanga by some mkopa belt before he could even visit to some other places. Vakanso vambo kula misha luviro state vamulekesa apite mula mwino moja amabotozi so that aimwena abantu opo badelanda po bayusi tulechula bayusi so apapangole pita mushumu abantu balenda sitabakwetelo kwakuya chasara kula ibira cha abantu efshede kustenonje so abo balelanda ko bati yo government ilipo ikintu nasho amatashiwe meponga nasho amashiwa mine pepanganda komya akwenga.
Thank you. Yes. Yes, hello, go ahead. Go ahead. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, please.
This is the live in program.
Yes. You are live on
this
Facebook.
Is Francis. This is Francis calling you within Lusaka. I've got two things to talk about. It's the notion people have that UPN has brought in peace. I think that's a fallacy. That's a dream. You understand? Zambia has had peace from independence. Well, there were some squabbles. You know what really happened the past 10 years? It's like I'll give you an example of the time Mr. Sata was there. Mr. Sata told his supporters, these MMD guys, they have got police and everybody backing them. So whatever you do, just humble yourself. Now, what happened when the current president was in opposition? It was a 50-50. Now, it was a situation when these people provoke their friends. And when the friends retaliate, they will like cry a lot. And, I've been in Zambia. I'm not a cadre. I'm not a stoned like cadre. I can support a party. I wasn't bullied. You understand? I wasn't bullied. And I was also in Zambia. You understand? This thing will say, no, peace has come, peace has come. There's nothing like peace has come. Zambia has always been like this.
I agree
it's just like the situation where you provoke your friend, then you cry the loudest. You cry the loudest. There were some videos that were playing today in Kitwe. Have you heard the PF crying the loudest? No. It's like, there's that tension where cadres, they're always going to be the cadres fighting. As long as anyone wants to look superior, there's always the situations like this.
Please go to the next point.
My next point is the Ndola Lusaka dual carriageway. There are a lot of questions than answers. There are a lot of questions and answers. It would have been best if the Ministry of Information was working to disseminate information. You understand? This is how this is, for instance, we're supposed to be told the actual budget for the road. That
I get your point. Yes, please go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Askins, calling from Kabwe. You know, the biggest problem that we have with the current government, because I believe every leadership is supposed to be flexible enough to accommodate ideas from the people, and more especially abantu tungula. You're supposed to know. You get the feedback from them, and that's when you can respond. People have talked about the dual carriageway from Lusaka to Ndola, which we believe every Zambian was another issue. To say it's not a good thing. Now, if you are a leader, you even know to say why should you go ahead? Implement if you. So which simply means the only quality of good leadership. Then we believed this government to say these guys are going to deliver the positive leadership and governance that we needed. But everything, opposite. They told us to say, it's an opposite side now. They told us if you are a kachipa, it's an opposite. They told us, what is this? A dollar. It's everything is totally different. Now the biggest problem is because when they told us to say corruption, we've seen people are doing corruption, people are like minds and everything. Things are happening different. This time around, we've heard that but I don't know why these praise singers, they are saying no kadarism yalipo. And people are saying kadarism yalipo. Honestly, what kind of a nation, what kind of a country is this? And I don't know, hatred is something else. And the people are busy, instead of looking at the economy. They look at if they choose they just want to be giving us speeches, and when people are dying in poverty, they don't even care. I don't know where we are going. I don't know the kind of government we have. Honestly, I think people should at least. I don't know. Honestly, this is a total disappointment. And you know, sometimes.
Thank you very much for those points. Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, this is from Kabompo District, Northwest Province.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, we are very. Yes, here in Northwestern as youth, we are very disappointed with our government. If you can look at the roads, here they are very bad. From here, Kabompo in particular, it's always the roads are very, very bad. And coming to youth employments, they lied to us that we will have cannabis plantations here, but now nothing is happening. They said last year, up to now, nothing is happening. So we don't know what's happening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, please go ahead. Hello, please go ahead. Talk.
Hello.
Yes, please. Bwina mkwai.
Batayali ukanye nikufuna program abantu balechula kuno ero chimbo chanala nieva fertilizer iva ikata kwepo tulalimaka fertilizer bali picheneyo fertilizer yo tatwalima na kwebambi tatwalima iyona nika ne free education ngamwaya ma schools free education tukamikopere tukamitumina abana bekana 90 mu class abana kuti basambira shani tiko pama they don't even recognize abana bo bali funda ulemu kushaticha
yeah wow. Yeah, put together. She was talking about free education. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Yes, I want to talk about medicine in hospitals.
Yes, medicines in hospitals. Go ahead.
Yes, is it last month my sister was sick? We went to the hospital. But when we go there, they say, no, go and take some tests to private hospital. Yeah, go and take some tests to private hospital. And then when you go to private hospital, you are charged maybe 500 kwacha. And when the results are out, so there is nothing in there. And then when when they see the problem there, they tell you go back to the private and buy the hospital and buy the medicines. So there is nothing in the hospital. Even tests and medicine, there's nothing.
Just for the knowledge of everyone, where is this? Which town is this?
Within Lusaka.
Oh, within Lusaka. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, please.
Tayali program kwati nomba ya chinja ya mama youth nomba ya konkanya poku ya ma political issues.
Please go ahead.
Na suggestion yandi ya kutila next time weekend program unga political debate ikabe political debate. This was for the youth.
Can you
so
talk
about
okay. No, this is a free space. It's a free space. So even yourself, what do you have? Do you have anything you want to say? If it's about the youth, just say it. It's a free space. It's social media.
Yeah, it's a social media. I said it already, but it was the youth. You said youth.
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, I just want to talk on the recruitment process, which has been delayed.
Yes.
By the government just to release the names. Yes, Mr. Tayali should just continue, speaking on this one because it's too much. Us as youths, we are tired of waiting this. We're tired of waiting this. This arrangement where they feel the government has to do the thing. So please continue on, working on this one, sir. We're very tired with this government.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Anyway, I think you see, I tell you, phone calls are just coming one after the other. But I think I need to stop. Let me take maybe three more, then I can wrap it up. 3 more. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Yes, sir. I'm calling from Ndora.
Okay.
Chifu. Awe, naende fuko kapatiri. Shia chitikari. Ketu avotere fiato.
Mapusha. Natotela.
Apuisha chimono kwati. Chimono kwati mwabula muntu talipotiche omwe kabika tabeji master. Ako abapo. Atotangwa.
Okay, Chisuma. Yes, please.
Good evening, Chilufya Tayali.
Good evening.
How are you, Comrade?
I'm okay. Please go ahead.
Yeah, this is Comrade Mposa.
Mposa, very good.
Comrade, I want to talk about the Lusaka Ndora carriageway.
Yes.
Which we have been talking here about it, saying the government is not, what the government has done is a bad deal for Zambia. First of all, I just want to remind you that when you talk about NAPSA rendering money to a contractor, this is not the first time NAPSA has done that. Even Chingola Solwezi Road was done in the same way. The only difference now is that maybe our minute or some power, the people that you support, these who are behaving like mukazi wa mena anapokewa chikwati. Then manje, whatever that woman anakwatiliwa wanywani, whatever he does not make sense to him or to her. So I think here what we need to understand is that people, when they are complaining about the 22 years.
It's not, 22 years, go ahead.
Yes. Zambians, what they must know is that in that period of 22 years, we are assured of a quality and a good road because it will be maintained by the same contractor. That's what you must understand. Unlike the roads that were being constructed by the people who are supporting the PF, which are only lasting for 3 years, then you start seeing potholes all over. Okay?
Very good. Very good, my brother. Wait a minute. And I want just to say this, that it is clear I'm a critic of this government. I'm very happy. I'll be very happy to take phone calls from the UPND. So UPND, even praise singers, I encourage you to phone in and then we can have an interaction. So this brother, you are saying that borrowing money from NAPSA and the pensions, it's not the first time. We are not talking about it being the first time. Our issue is this, my brother. Our issue is that we are calling it a PPP, whereby the investor goes and gets the money and invests in the project. But these guys, they are not getting money from themselves or from wherever, from another country. They are getting money from our government institutions. Because when they go and borrow money from our government institutions, you and I, we are going to be disadvantaged. We cannot be able to go and borrow money from there because these guys would have borrowed. So they are borrowing money from Zambia instead of getting money from outside. That is our issue. What do you have to say about that?
I think what I have seen is that most especially our brothers and sisters from the opposition, they have no direction.
Me have asked you a question. What do you have to say? What do you have to say? It's a PPP.
Your question. I'm answering your question. Our brothers and sisters, you from the opposition, it's like you don't have any direction.
So give us direction.
What is happening now is that, we as many Zambians, those well-meaning Zambians have been against us going outside the country, borrowing money when we have money here. Okay, we have been saying, why don't we use our own resources to build, to construct our roads and other, and investing in other sectors?
Okay, just there, my brother. So just there. Wait a minute. If you are saying that we can use our own resources, then why are we calling it PPP?
When you call it PPP, it's public-private partnership. It doesn't mean that when you
is NAPSA a private company?
Can you listen to me?
So anyway, my brother, listen.
If you be asking question after question before I answer you, then
because you need to give us a direction. But if you are going in another direction, that's why I'm asking. Anyway, let me take another call. Hello?
Oh.
Yes, please.
Yes, Mr. Chilufya, I wanted to talk about this same recruitment. Please, you should continue talking about it. As youth, we are really appreciating about that. You should continue. Yes.
Even you continue, you should also be talking. You should be talking, and that's why I've brought up this idea. Because some people think that I just talk, things from my head. So I've introduced this, and we will be allowing phone calls so that people can be able to express themselves. So that you, my critics, can hear it directly from the people. Direct from the people. I'm just picking phone calls without what? I'm just speaking. Here is another one. I think this is the last one, and then I close. Yes, please. Hello?
Yes, Mr. President.
Yes, sir.
Can I go ahead?
Sure, please go ahead.
Okay, Matthew's calling from Lusaka. I just want to respond to the guy concerning the PPP, the one who's just called. Yeah. Like you have just asked him to say, if we have money in our country, why should we go and start partnering with people? Bringing in people so that they make profit on nothing that they will spend on. So I think my brother who called, if you are hearing, that PPP should be cancelled and looked into. Let our own institutions, that is NAPSA, Workers' Compensation, and maybe we use Tanako to find their own contractor, put up that road, and all the proceeds that will be coming from there should be collected by our own institutions and not the contractor.
You are very right.
All we are saying is, is it Ocean what? That consortium.
That is.
Should be nullified. Yeah, that company should be done away with.
Thank you.
Let our own financials find a contractor, put in the money, and let them start collecting and pay off the contractor. Off they go. If we want to go into a PPP, I doubt who even told those guys, the AVIC and whoever, that NAPSA's got money. Who told them in the first place?
Yes.
Because they don't check our accounts. How did they know that NAPSA has got money so that they go and borrow? And from the history of NAPSA, we've never had any day that NAPSA went into the market and started looking for people to finance their projects or contracts. They have just come up with their own contracts and find, for example, Lave Junction. They wanted to put up that mall, and they went out and put up what is it again? They put up a project to find the contractors, built them all, paid them off, and now they are getting their own dues there. So I don't know who told those people that NAPS has got money. So that is where the corruption is coming in. It means someone from the inside, from government, went to those guys and told them that we have money, go and borrow there.
Thank you.
Because it doesn't make sense.
Let me pick this one also. Hello. I've seen you have been trying. Please go ahead. Let me close on you.
Okay. This is Sibalwa from Mongo.
Okay.
You know, the biggest challenge that we have as youths, we lack critical minds. And the moments that we're expected to rise to the occasion and demand our rightful position, we expect others to play our role. And we have not been taken as critical stakeholders in the development process, but instead we have been used from time and again to fight other people's battles. On the same National Youth Indaba, if you look at it, there wasn't something substantial that would give hope to the youth at Mulungoshi. It's like you have visitors visiting your home and you want to keep your children busy. You give them toys and push them in the other bedroom, and you get your friends in the living room and talk about important things. They were left with toys to play at Mulungushi with your maps and everyone else. He went to saw in old people as ambassadors, permanent secretaries. Others were even collapsing. Being sawn in, someone is collapsing. Youths have been left where? At Mulungushi. No clear agenda. So Zambian youths must start realizing that it's now that we need to start identifying total quality servant leadership. Otherwise, we'll continue one party after the other being used to fight other people's battles. Look what happened in Quito today. Causing harm on each other. Themselves, they were sworn in. They are even busy motivating you on social media. The old man who was being sworn in, meanwhile he was being supported to stand. Youths were left at Mulongoshi. So for me, I think this is what is required of self-actualization as youths, to say it's now and not any other time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's now and not any other time. It's now and not any other time. That list must come out. It's now and not any other time. Balufuma, you have heard. The list must come out. It's now and not any other time. It should come out. Hello? Hello?
Yes, hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, President, Mr. Tayali.
Please, yes, go ahead. Thank you.
You're speaking to Pastor Joseph.
Yes, sir.
Talking over the first thing that I want to talk about is the Ndola Lusaka thing that we are having. You know, NAPSA is part of our government. It's a government thing. And then coming up with the issues as a private company, to be gaining from that for more than 20 years, is not something that we should tolerate or condone. There are so many ways. You know, we have ZNS. If ZNS does not have money, NAPSA can even fund ZNS to work on that road.
Yes.
It's reasonable, and it can benefit us. Than giving this company that to start benefiting. Getting interest is like Mr. Tayali, I give you my phone, you are making money with my phone, making interest using my same phone. It's like we are going to go into the same issue. It's like we sell the mine to this company on credit, the company makes profit and then pay us using our mine, using everything. That's the company is not spending anything.
Exactly. And yet
like we are the one giving the capital. Giving the capital to the company, and we are like going back to the same transaction.
Yes. Hello? Okay, I think I'm done here for tonight. I'm done with phone calls. I think I've seen the comments. Most of you have appreciated this initiative of having people coming in to express themselves. I will be doing this. I'll be talking, and then I bring in also phone calls so that people can hear. We want the truth. For me, what I stand for is the truth, and we don't want to lie. Here it is free speech. Here is free speech. This is not going, it's not like one of those platforms where you call and then whatever. No, it is free speech. You express yourself. And the idea, my main idea, is the people in government to hear it from the people. That is my agenda. My objective of this program is to make sure that the people in government can hear it directly from the citizens. They can hear citizens express themselves. Because when I'm talking like a lone voice, you sometimes, some of you think that, no, I'm just, I'm making up stories. So I'll be doing this so that you can hear people expressing themselves. Anyone is free. There are a lot of you praise singers on this platform. So whenever, I start this program and people start talking, I want you to call in and give your arguments. Where I say something and you don't agree with me, when I bring in the phone-in program, you phone and you challenge me where I've lied. So that we balance. This is a true democracy. Democracy is to express yourself and be heard. So this is what I'm doing. I'm opening up myself to being challenged on what I've said, to being challenged on what I've said. And I'm opening up for other people to bring out issues directly so that those people who are in government can hear. I know you are here. I know you follow this program candidly. So you'll be hearing what people are talking about. I might go back to the issue of the road tomorrow so that I can talk about the issues of those who were arrested and the status. But so far, what I've heard is that those who are inside have been released. They have been charged. I want to know the conditions and when they are going to go to court. This is what I will find out tomorrow. However, Kasonde Mwenda, the president of EFF, on that day, on Friday, he was not arrested. He was not arrested, but today he handed himself in and he has been arrested and is in detention. I don't know where they have detained him. I'm yet to find out where they have detained him, and I will give you updates tomorrow. Kasonde Mwenda was not among those who were arrested on Friday. Instead, he handed himself in today and he was arrested, and I don't know where he has been taken. I'll give you the updates tomorrow. Others were asking, how come Silavwe was not arrested? How come Shalakateka was not arrested? How come Savoy, whatever? Apparently, the police did not want to arrest the leaders. Instead, they went for the small fish. But let me not talk too much about that. I'll talk about it tomorrow. For tonight, the homework that I'm giving to you, especially young people, is that what is your agenda? What is your agenda? And what are your strategies? What are your set objectives for you to reach your destination? I've given you an example that myself, my agenda is to become president one day of this country. And that agenda is a 10-15 years agenda. 10-15 years agenda. And for me to reach there, I've realized that I'm weak. I need other political parties. And that's why I associate myself with PF. And yes, others are saying, but why are you even talking about who should be president? Yes, I want a president who can fit in my agenda. I don't want a president that will come and kick me out, a president that will disadvantage me. I want a president that can help me in my agenda. And this is why I support Brian Mundubile, because Brian Mundubile, I mean, the man has got principles. I want somebody who has got principles. I want somebody who can promote democracy. I want somebody who can feel for others. I want somebody who can stand up there and restore the integrity of that presidency. And Mundubile fits in that profile. And that's why I support Brian Mundubile. Because PF is part of my agenda. It's part of my strategy to reach my destination. Politicians, don't allow politicians to use you. When a politician is asking anything of you, do this for me, you should be able to look at, to say, what about you? How is it going to benefit you? Of course, you should look at short term and long term. My Brian Mundubile is my long term. It's short term and long term. It is not just today. Mundubile doesn't need to give me money because he's fitting in the bigger picture. But these others that may come here and there, oh, do an advert for me. I'll do an advert and I'll ask to be paid. Because that is a short term. That's how I'm surviving. I'm surviving. That's how I'm moving. I'm surviving on a daily basis for me to reach that destination. So look for something that can keep you now and set your agenda. You know, a long-term agenda. What is it that you want? If it is this government, what is it that you want? And if they don't deliver, what is it that you are going to do? You should also have plan B. Thank you very much. This program has been very good. I like your response. I really appreciate. So I will do it again. Even tomorrow, when I come up, I will open the phone in so that you can be able to talk. I'll be doing it because of your overwhelming response. It has been a very good response. I thank you very much. Thank you and good night.